Okay, so moving over to the bench now. This is the 250 Twin, which I started stripping down yesterday. Overall, it was in really good condition. I had been told that it had been renovated or whatever they'd done some 25 years ago, but the concern was going to be this inner seals. If they'd been sitting around in a barn for that long, I think they'd harden off or whatever. So I thought, well, the best idea is I'll strip it down and see what somebody has done. I'm glad I did that in a way, because I did notice that one or two of the bolts weren't done up evenly as the others. So when you're taking something off around the case, for instance, here I noticed that, say, one or two of the bolts weren't quite at the same torque. So when I put it back together, I'll be following the workshop manual and making sure that's done properly. The only thing I had missing from it, this was all I had in the way of the ignition system. So obviously the points, condenser and everything else aren't with the bike. Now I can get hold of those, that's not a problem, but what I'm more considering doing is fitting one of the Dragonfly, I think it's the IGN 20 ignition system for this particular bike. And what I'll be doing is videoing that at a later stage to show you how easy that is to install and set up. I think that's going to be probably the best way to go. It doesn't really deter much from the bike's originality, because I can get, say, a plate and leave that with the bike if a new owner or anybody else in the future may want to change that over. As you can see there, I took the pistons out yesterday as well, and they look to be, if they've never even been run yet. So I've measured up the bores, everything looks good there, so I don't think I'll be doing too much to that. One of the things I'm looking to do is having the actual fins. I'm going to have these ceramic powder coated as opposed to painting. It's a new process I've heard about and thought, well, it might be a better way of cooling this particular bike. As you see, everything I've bagged up, so I know where everything's going to go from each section. And one of the most helpful things I had was the spares list that Dragonfly produce. And as you go through this, it shows you each of the parts that are there. Not every part is in there, but the majority of them are, with the part number. And then it's so easy just to go onto the website and have a look at your pricing, work out what you need. Alternatively, any problems at all, I hear the phone ringing all day long with people ringing up asking questions what parts they actually need. So the guys are there to help you, so give them a ring. So that's about it really for this part. I say the frame is going to go off to be powder coated. The wheels, I'm going to have those totally rebuilt. Not sure if I'm going to go with stainless or chrome yet. That's a decision I'll make in the next few weeks, basically depending on budget more than anything else. And that's about it. Thank you very much for listening.